Deftones, Diamond Eyes. I'll play through all the different sections of the song right at the start here. After that, I'll go back through and explain everything that's going on. Before we jump into the lesson, please hit that subscription button. It's the best way to let me know that you enjoy these videos and you'd like me to do some more. And without further wait, let's get on into the lesson. Okay, so to begin, this is Diamond Eyes record. So you can either bust out your 8-string or you can do like I do and just rig up a 6-string as the same deal, just kind of minus the 2 high strings. Basically, you're going to need some real fatty strings here, or you can be slick and just use a pitch shifter and drop it down that way. Kind of sounds better, a little more natural just to do it this way, but a little more work. So basically, we're going to be in this F sharp standard tuning. So we got the low string is F sharp, then the B. Okay, that's where like your 7-string would start. And under that, we just basically start the 6-string tuning, the E, A, D, G, and if you got more strings, it would keep going. So F sharp, B, E, A, D, G. And you're going to need some really fat strings. For me, I'm using a 0.7, the 70 gauge for the low here. All right, and it works fine. It's just you have to be a little bit careful because sometimes your tuner hole might not be big enough to fit it through. It's not really meant for that, but I had to replace this one just so I could get that through. So just be aware of that. You might need a special new tuner peg to accommodate the super low gauge string because it's essentially a bass string at that point. But yeah, I start with the 70.7, and then for the B, I used a 0.56, and then, of course, from there on, it just kind of is your standard string gauge. Like for the E, it's like a 46, and then continues on from there with a standard string gauge sizes. So get all that out of the way, and for this initial riff, it's this fun little kind of bending technique into a power chord. And we're going to start here at the 4th fret. And if you don't really want to monkey around with all this low tuning and all that fun stuff, and you just kind of want to do like chords for the songs, just regular old chords, I'll put the names of the chords that are happening. So, if you're in standard tuning and just kind of want to strum along for the vocal and all that, you can do that. So we're going to be basically rocking this B flat power chord at the 4th fret here, but we're going to bend into it. So we start with the 4 on this low F sharp now, and we just do a little bend and release. Okay, and then we just land into this power chord. We just add that 6 on the B there with the 4 on the F sharp, and we just strum the power chord twice. All right, we just repeat that 3 times, and then the final time through, we just do a quick 3 bends. And then right back into it. All right, and I think there's a spot towards the end there in that final verse where like the bend into the power chord just kind of keeps going, maybe twice as long, so just be aware of that. And the chorus, this can pretty much just be played in standard tuning if you want. We'll just jump on up to our E string where the standard would start, and we're just going to do it's a B flat minor chord there. So for us here, we just start at that 6 on the 4th string, which is now our E string, and we just make the minor shape bar chord there. So our 8's on the A and the D string with the 6 on the G there. And with this, you can even add that 6 on the B string here, just to give it that extra octave that the the A string is doing there. So just make it sound a little bigger if you want. Okay, so we strum that out for a little bit. Measure there, and then we drop it down now to our A flat, and it's the same shape. We don't do the minor, so you can keep the G string out of it. And we're just at the 4 and the 6s now. Alright, just kind of more of a straight power chord there. And with this, we strum it for a few beats, and then we do this little chromatic scale down where we slide from the 4s to the 3s for the G, and then the 3s to the 2s for the G flat or F sharp. Alright, and it's kind of a little offbeat thing that happens, and then we just get right back to it. Then we get this funky little interlude riff. It's real fun. It's a real exercise for the hand, especially with these low strings. But it's just kind of an octave chromatic descending thing. And we'll start here at A flat spot here. So we got the 2 on the low F sharp with the 4 on the E string now. So we just got this octave. All right, and we're just gonna hit it, slide it down a fret to the G, and then just keep it going with the 1 and the 3, and you'll pull off the 1 to an open and slide that 3 to a 2. All right, and we would essentially just repeat that 3 times. All right, and at the final 4th time that we do it, or immediately after, we come on up and we kind of keep it going, but we just got to do it octave higher, or a spot higher now. So we're at the 7 on the B string with the 9 on the A string, and we just take that down to 6 and 5. All right, for the F sharp to F. All right, so it's a little bit of a trick getting way up there. If you don't like it there, you can hit it here. It's just I've watched and he hits it here, so I figured I'd do that. But you can also do it here if it's a little easier, if you don't want to have to race all the way up there. So if you just want to drop down to the 2 on the E and the 4 on the D string here, which is ever easiest to you. You can do it there, or you can do it here. So up to you. Have fun with that one and keep it low.